Hi everyone! So I haven't done a Degu pet advice YouTube video in a very long time, and I thought that I would do one today. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to zoom in a little bit, there we go. And if you can see the Degus are playing, and what we're going to be talking about today is, because last time we did an eat one, today we're actually going to be doing a little more of the eating, and also mostly going to be talking about the housing. Okay, what do Degus eat? So Degus eat Degu nuggets, shredded wheat, oats, hay, and in the wild they would eat grass or dry grass. Usually they would in the wild, so usually if you find a wild Degu, then that's probably what they usually eat, or seeds. They also eat seeds in the wild. Hi nibbles, hi nuggets. So they're very lively today, and always give your Degus fresh food, which is Degu. It can be Degu nuggets, but make sure it's the proper healthy food that's got lots of stuff that Degus need in them to make them healthy. You can also give them fruit or veg, but only give it to them occasionally, maybe like twice a month or something. I don't know, maybe like once a week, twice a week, something like that. But when you have shredded wheats and oats and sunflower seeds and grass, because you can feed your Degus grass, just remember to only give it to them at least 4 times a week, or 7 times a week, which is technically just every single day. Okay, and then in the wild, they obviously eat dried grass, which is hay, which is what they have their hay, so Degus eat hay. And obviously do not feed them sugary stuff or chocolate, or they could get diabetes, which is a cause that they can get diabetes. And also most treats you can feed them are shredded wheat, oats and sunflower seeds, and sometimes even celery. Hi boy, you're so cute. Okay, moving on to the next one, which is talking about housing. Okay, now we're talking about housing. So, Degus must definitely have a large cage, just like this one, you can see here. I think it's about 1 metre long, actually, so at least 1 metre in length. And up here, I'd say about almost 1 metre, not quite 1 metre, but I'd say maybe about half a metre. So I don't know how many inches 1 metre actually is, but, you know, maybe 100 inches or something like that, I don't know. But, you know, just make sure it's quite a large cage. Definitely not one of these travelling cages up here. They're way too small, even for a little hamster, a mouse, a gerbil, anything like that. They also must have levels, because it makes it more fun for a Degu to play about, if you get what I mean. You know, Degus have to have a good life. They don't want to be stuck in this bottom of the cage here, with just, you know, playing about. Also, they should have a rope. Ropes can give them lots of energy. You know, when they run about, it gives them lots, it kind of tires out their energy ready for the night. And also, they have lots of energy, so they'll want to play on something that they can give their energy away to. Hi, nuggets. Hi, nibbles. They also must have a wheel. If they do not have a wheel, that is, they'll probably, I don't know, have a very shorter life, because they need a wheel. As you can see here, they go on there almost all day. Not all day, because they do have little naps and play about and have their funny 5 minutes. But mostly all day they do go on the wheel for exercise, and plus they just love the wheel because it's really fun for them. And they should have quite a lot of toys, as you can see. A log. They should also have a house. They should definitely have a couple of hay racks at least. We've got 3. The coconut house, we store hay. We've got this one, which is the hanging one. And then we've got the one that comes with the cage. And then we have like a ladder that they go up. And then up here we have a tube and a little orange ball. You can also get little chewable little toys that they really like to play with. And of course, a dust bath. And the dust bath keeps their back nice and clean and all that first, so that they don't kind of start itching or scratching themselves. They don't start so they kind of, you know, when they itch, you know, they just want to roll about and, oh, he's having a drink. And also, you know, back into the food, you should always give them fresh water every day. As you can see, they've already drunk a lot of it. Hi, nuggets. And they need if they don't have this, they could get bored and have a shorter life. So if they don't have this big cage with toys and tubes, and they love tubes so much, They could have a very shorter life and have a really horrible, boring life. You know what I mean? So it's not. You wouldn't like to have a bored life where you can only live for 7 years, because these animals can live up to 10. I think that's the age limit, 8 or 10. So 8 to 10 years, and you know, if they have a really boring life or a really unhappy life, then they could only live for about 5 years, which is really sad. They need a house for nesting and sleeping and resting, and maybe even hiding the treats in, which they love doing, and toys to play with and levels so they can have more fun and actually a longer life, because Degus need to have big housing. So last time I did a video on the food, and mainly I just give my Degus Degu nuggets, which are very popular, and I like to give them little treats now and then. So Monday I give them sunflower seeds. Tuesday it could be sunflower seeds or just nothing sometimes. Wednesday it'll be oats. Thursday it could be nothing or sunflower seeds. Usually I don't give them anything else Thursday. Friday it's definitely going to be shredded wheat, because they love their shredded wheats, and I love Friday. It's the best day of the week for me and the boys. And Saturday you could just give them nothing, or usually I give them a shredded wheat. So yeah, and sometimes, you know, I leave them at least maybe 2 days, you know, just for them to kind of get used to not having treats every day. They need to get used to having it 4 times a week or something. That's why I always recommend treats 4 times a week. And back to the housing, it is good that your Degus have a very happy life, because I wouldn't really want to think of any animal to be in pain where they just have no rope, no levels, and well, they definitely need hay. Hay is 80% more what they need, like vitamins in them, than their actual Degu nuggets is. So make sure you give them a lot more hay than you actually give them food, because too much of this food can give them diabetes as well. So yeah, they have a ladder which kind of helps them up, because you think it's quite a high jump if they don't have this house here. It is actually good to have, maybe if you put the log house back here, you change things around. Sometimes we have the tube in, sometimes we have the dust bar, have rope, and I even made this little bow on here that I just had it since Christmas, and it's so cute and I really like it, so I kept it there. The best thing to do when you're having Degus is, do you have the room to have a big, approximately a metre-sized cage, and get all the love and attention and care for Degus? Because if you don't have the room, the love and attention, the space, the money, you definitely can't get a Degu, because Degus are very loud, and you should not keep them in your bedroom. If you want to, then you probably stay awake all night. I don't recommend it. So you definitely need the space. So yeah, as I said before, you need the length of the cage, about 1 metre long at least, and yeah, definitely you need to make sure that you have someone to look after these Degus when you go on holiday, if you are going to, because we went on holiday last year and we gave them into it's a bit like a cattery, but they kept animals almost everywhere, and they had all different types of animals, and we kept our Degus nice and safe there for a week, because I actually went away for a week with my nan and my granddad, and you know, my parents went for a week with my little brother, so they went home, and then they obviously looked after them, and yeah, so obviously they also need the love and attention, and you need to be up at least at 7 in the morning. Well, you don't need to wake up that early, but at least 10 or earlier, because they need food. They can't just rely on themselves, because they're not humans. So you definitely need to have a big, large cage to care for your little Degu, and they are actually one there, so hello. So just remember, do you have the money? Because these cost almost £200, not quite £200, but almost £200, and it is best if you have the money for them if you're going to get them. So yeah, the money, the attention, the love, the size cage, and definitely, you know, do you have room for a huge cage? Because if you don't have room, don't obviously keep it in your bedroom. I don't recommend that at all. And it can't be in a really, really noisy room, because Degus are very sensitive. They can sense things, and you know, if something's too loud. Nibbles is just a statue. Oh no, he's not a statue now. He was a statue. And the best thing to do is care for your Degu, and just to know if you have the money, the time, the love, and the space for a Degu in your life. Okay, thanks for watching episode 3 about the food, like shredded wheats and nuggets and all that stuff. And this is my Degu called nuggets, and these things are called, their food they eat is called Degu nuggets, and this is Nibbles, because he nibbles so much. And also you can give your Degus cardboard chews, so chews, cardboard, really anything that they allowed from the pet shop, and even like cardboard chews, and apparently put egg boxes would be really good for Degus, because they like to chew it up and then find the treats inside, or see if they can actually open it, which is really, really funny to watch. So try that as well. But thanks for watching episode 3 of Degu Pet Advice. And I hope this was helpful if you have a Degu in the future, or this can be related to an animal, just like feeding them too many treats can give them diabetes. But these animals need a lot of love, and just remember, don't handle them if they don't like it. My Degus didn't like handling. I started doing it at the start, and then I realised they're just getting so scared of me now, I need to stop handling them. So eventually I don't handle them anymore. They jump in my hand sometimes, which is adorable, and at the age of 4 or 5, they'll probably be in my hand. So if you really want to handle them, you should kind of train them, you know, get them used to your hands, feed them, but obviously don't feed them too many treats. And as you can see, wash their bowl every day and give them new food. I hope you liked this video, and I hope it definitely was helpful. Remember to hit that like button down here, wherever your like button is, and obviously hit that subscribe button to this channel, as I'm trying to get now to 30 subscribers. I've already gotten to 20 subscribers, and I've already got 21 subscribers, which is amazing, or maybe I should say super amazing. But I hope this video was helpful for you. Thanks for watching. Bye.